This is a hyena hat. And it's the next step above pussy hat, because fuck pussy hats, because that woman is pro-trans and I will have none of it. And this movement will be women only or not at all, not with any cocks and frocks. Anyway, this is next level, okay? This is called a hyena hat, and it's red because only women menstruate, duh. Hyenas, female hyenas, okay, are sexually dominant to male ones. Kind of like how, like, over time, women are going to overpower to twans, and it's not going to be a thing anymore, and they're going to stop infiltrating our movement. So that's why it's red, and that's why it has a Venus symbol on it, because trans women are men. You also have to say out loud that trans women are men, or, you know, in whatever way you can express it. So if y'all want a hyena hat, hit me up. I got to get set up on Etsy first, though, but get at me about it. Anyway, let's talk about, let me show you my knitting right quick. It's coming along. I got to the middle of the rainbow one. So this is the middle of the rainbow one. This is the middle stripe. It's not, I don't generally make my scarves pointed just because I know the measurements, and you need 12 in order to have, you need an even number in order to make a point. Make it be pointed, make it be triangular. So this is the widest, the green one, the rainbow one is gonna get. Beautiful, love rainbow. Here's the ball for the rainbow. Isn't that pretty? Now we can see yellow. Y'all saw the yellow before in my other video. And then here's the tropical fruit one, the hot colors one. This one's gonna have, like, this stripe actually is a bigger stripe of magenta. And then it's going to be red, and then it's going to be back to the orange, and back to yellow, back to pink. Pretty. Okay, I wanted to talk about the Church of Muh Identity. My friend actually coined this term. My friend June actually coined this term because we're you know, making fun of to twins. By the way, trigger warning, if you're trans and you can't handle a woman like me who's going to speak out against your rhetoric. We were just talking about to twins and, like, lib femmes and all that horse shit. And my friend was like, oh, you know what? Like, people have replaced their religion, whatever that may be, their organized religion, with the Church of Muh Identity. And I'm like, you're right. She's so right. And it's because people really have, like, made this Tumblr rhetoric their religions, and it's not really faring so well for them. My friend sent me this screenshot of someone on Feces book that she knows, and I'm just going to read it out loud for y'all. But, like, honestly, I promise you, you could go on any, like, crazy gender cultists Feces book and probably find a post like this one, because it's just so, like, she sent me this. What did I say to her? I said he just chanted, like, all their calls in order, which is what he did. Hold on, let me read. Okay, so this is a male, a Tim, trans-identified male. A long post. I began accepting she, her pronouns, as well as they/them, not too long after coming out as non-binary. It was an attempt to get misgendered less because, unfortunately, gender-neutral pronouns aren't normalized in lots of people's vernaculars yet because they are nonsense. With that came to the confusion. Oh, I think he meant to say conclusion, but he actually typed conclusion. I mean confusion. He typed confusion. With that came the confusion that I am a trans woman, which is better than the confusion that I am a man. I'd rather be identified as anything but a man. Okay? But here's my thing, : I am non-binary. Have always been non-binary and always will be non-binary. I don't plan on taking hormones. I don't plan on adjusting my appearance to fulfill any standards. I may look however I like. Okay, you don't have to be non-binary to do that, but okay. And the unfortunate truth is that those who couldn't grasp they, them pronouns for me are the same people who still have trouble with she, her. So, fuck it. Caps, they, them, uncaps. And cis people, it's on you to gender okay. I love how gender is also a verb suddenly. It's on you to gender non-binary folks correctly. It's not on us. So it's time for you to make the effort if you haven't been. Thanks and love to those of you who do, and extra love to all of us who have to endure being misgendered on a daily basis. That's funny to me. That's some hearts. Okay. Cis people, it's on you to gender non-binary folks. Okay, you're putting the onus on other people. That's what a lot of this horse shit is putting the onus on other people. It's other people owe it to you to know that you're non-binary by looking at you. Okay, I was thinking about, just because I was thinking about making this video earlier, but I was thinking about one time in high school, I went to a really huge high school, okay, so I didn't see probably half of the people that went there, but anyway, I saw this gal who was in a different grade than me. She was younger, but I was looking at her, it was just like a passing moment. I was looking at her and I actually thought she was a dude, like, at first glance, because she had a really prominent brow, like her brow bone was like very thick. It looked really manly, and but she did have really long hair. But she was wearing a sweatshirt and jeans, like anyone of either sex could wear. And I was like, is that a boy? Oh no! I had to look harder, but it was a girl, and I was like, oh my bad. I mean, I didn't like talk to her or anything. I actually never did talk to her, but like, who the fuck cares if you get misgendered? The only people who care if they get misgendered are the people who care about keeping sexist systems in place. It's true. It's fucking true. Anyone who cares so dearly about their dumb gender bullshit is having problems, okay? It's just like their religion has been completely replaced, not by, what appears to be another religion, but it is another religion. It's the religion of Muh Identity. And like, you can't just have this inkling that, oh, you're new gender, you're non-binary, you're NB bullshit, okay? And then expect everyone to just fucking abide, okay? That is so dumb. Like, why would you, like, what did that guy say? I don't know or care. But I'm so tired of this, like, oh, I identify as this, so you need to call me this. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking call you a wolf person because you think you're a wolf. Like, I went to film school, and there was this gal there who was a lot older than me at the time. She was like 7 years older than me. And she's like, oh, hey, she said her real name. And then she was like, oh, but some people call me this. And it was this ridiculous nickname. And I was like, I didn't say anything. I didn't talk about it. But I was like, I'm not going to call you that ridiculous nickname. Like, you are too old to be going by some ridiculous nickname. Like, okay, if your friends call you that, ain't no thing. Especially if it's like, some old inside joke from a long time ago. I don't care. But like, why would you introduce yourself as that? I don't really know. That wasn't even the Church of Muh Identity. But yeah, the Church of Muh Identity is a real problem, and I wish that people would stop, pandering to it and, creating all these new fucking laws. Like, I mean, I honestly wish that, I wish I could have like a game show, and there would be like, it would be called, and what did the trans cult do next? Like, and what are they doing next? Because like, now it's like, oh, I'm non-binary, oh, I'm trans, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, oh, I'm pangender horseshit. But it's like, what are they gonna fucking think of next? Are they gonna think of a 57th gender to fit into their stupid ass rules? I don't really get it. And I just, okay, to be fair though, I was in the trans cult. I was honestly in it, because I thought that it was cool. I thought that it was progressive. I thought that it was smart. I thought that it was the way of the future. But as time went on, while I was in this cult, that all those things were absolutely not happening. It wasn't the fucking future. It was some crazy ass tangent that these people were all writing and thinking and calling it good. It is the way of the past because it promotes sexism. It is fucked up, and I just saw how goddamn fucking stupid it was. As time went on, it got more and more and more and more stupid. So I was like, okay, peace, y'all, I'm out. And then, everyone was mad about it. Everyone, all my friends who were also in the cult just rejected me. Because that's how the cult works. Like, you have to openly, publicly reject the people who disagree with you. That's another, pillar of the Church of Muh Identity. And I'm like, it's the same with slave pain. These women are like, oh, it's my identity. Oh, it's how I express myself. No, same with anorexia, honestly. Like, you can't have your identity based in what food you eat. That's fucking weird, dude. That's fucked up. But I will say this. The problem here is in the United States, where apparently everyone is doing so well, they have time to come up with 56 genders. Not everyone, but you know what I mean. The trans cult does. We really don't have that much of a culture. We have very little things to us that are sacred. We have very few things to us that are sacred. We don't really have like a coming of age ceremony that a lot of other cultures do. And we do, but they're sometimes religious. But also 13 is, you're not a man. I mean, I understand you gotta have your, bar mitzvah, that's fine, but you ain't a man at 13, honey. You're still you're still minor in that case. But same with a quinceañera. You're not a woman, and I find quinceañeras really creepy, honestly. Just in the United States, I haven't really delved into them, but isn't it kind of like a young woman's sexual debut? I mean, that's what it appears as to me, is here's our beautiful daughter who you may like to have sex with one day. Creepy! But anyway, I'm saying, we don't have these things to us that are sacred and that actually mean that much. That's actually why I really do like, sports gear, because it's connected to that town. And it's not really anyway, if a sports team is moving or they switch towns, then they switch towns and they're no longer exactly affiliated with that town. But that's kind of the purpose, right? Is you're in Portland, you like the Blazers, right? You wear the Blazers gear. Another thing I laugh because it's silly, but maybe I shouldn't laugh, but too late. Another thing that's kind of sacred, and I'm serious about this, is area codes. And I see a lot of people wearing their area code as a t-shirt. We also don't have we don't really have traditional clothing. We just have, shit that was made in a sweatshop in some country far away, for the most part. We don't have any we have wedding rings, right? Those are a symbol that are kind of sacred, if you will. Those are recognized. They have a specific purpose, but not all married people wear wedding rings, and that's not really a great indicator, because maybe you're just engaged, but who cares? I'm saying we don't have we don't have hardly fucking anything that's actually sacred, that's representative of us, really. We have the flag, but I totally understand why not everyone would want to wear that shit. We have, your state. People, are kind of gung-ho about their state outlines, and I get that, and I think that's cool, but, you know, it's not really, it doesn't like really unite us as a whole. You know, I've never seen any merch with like the United States outline, you know, the lower 48 plus Hawaii plus Alaska. Never seen that. I see all kinds of, you know, everything, mostly t-shirts though with, you know, your state outline on it. But I'm saying this is fucking why the Church of Muh Identity has gone absolutely fucking overboard, and now people are surgically mutilating themselves in order to be members of the Church of Muh Identity. Okay? It's a real problem. And like, I know that we need to come up with better rituals, better ceremonies, better parties. Hey, that'd be dope. What if we had... Okay, because listen, Christmas and Halloween and 4th of July, that's not enough parties for me in a year. I want to have at least 6 parties in a year. We don't really have that many. And that's also why I will add, people go ape shit over fucking Cinco de Mayo and St. Patrick's Day and drinking in general. Like, people just don't have, you know, their culture. Most people don't have, like, their own culture. I guess I should say most white people, because let's be real here. It's most white people don't have, you know, their own real culture to fall back on. They have this fake-ass, stupid, you know, counterfeit American culture that sucks. And that's because now of the rise of the Church of Muh Identity. So let's do everyone a favor and try to eliminate the Church of Muh Identity and maybe get off Tumblr. Probably a good idea. Okay, bye.